Hey, this is Chris Wise, and welcome to my Wise Insight of the day. Someone had recently shared a post about having filed bankruptcy and gone into debt, and was looking for some support and insight, and it inspired me to share this story with you. Um, in my early 20s, I had really good credit, and so I thought, oh, let me leverage debt so that I can invest it into my business and so I can create greater returns. I was like all about leverage. And I got access to around $1 million in different lines of credit. And this was right around in 2008 when the whole financial mortgage meltdown happened. And I found myself, from $1 million, positive net worth to almost $1 million within a year or two, $1 million in negative net worth. And it was so, I felt so much shame. I felt so much just, then I had debt collectors coming after me. I couldn't make all my debt service payments. I had to stop making all my payments. And I had a lot of fear. And then I tried to figure out, and I didn't want to file bankruptcy because at the time I thought, well, how is this going to impact my image? I was speaking from stage and, doing different things in a very public way, and I was afraid of what a bankruptcy how it would impact my image and my ability to make money. And so I thought, well, let me figure this out. Let me try to make it through it. And 3 years went by, and I finally just said, okay, I'm going to file bankruptcy. And I eventually ended up filing bankruptcy and getting everything cleared away. But in retrospect, I wish I had filed bankruptcy so much quicker than I had in trying to not file bankruptcy. And so then coming out of that and just really now rebuilding my businesses and rebuilding my cash flow and net worth without leveraging debt. And as I've been doing a lot of internal work, personal development, different kind of work like that, and spiritual growth, I really realized that my propensity for wanting to leverage debt was really rooted in a lack of self-worth. And that it was almost like it was like this relationship of how unworthy I felt to my relationship with debt. And as I've increased my self-worth over time and changed how I view and manage my money, it's changed my relationship with debt. And so, in sharing this with you today, if you find yourself, going back to debt, see if there's something around self-worth, like there was for me, to really look at. A person whose programs I've been going through lately and I've been finding tremendously impactful is Lacey Phillips, and her programs, amazing stuff around self-worth. And then of course it's having the great frameworks and tracking and being on top of all your payments and cash flow and having great people in your life that can support you. There's a lot of work now from everything that I've done that how I support the helping companies that I'm helping grow manage their cash flow and profitability. And so I'm able to bring my whole experience about leveraging debt and all of that into the work that I do with companies, and then also the work I do on an individual basis, and how as an individual and managing your own finances, having the right frameworks and setup. So hope this was helpful and inspiring to you.